So today we're going to be making one of my special pastas. I mean, I have a lot of ways that I can make pasta, but I just like to try new things. So I'm just going to show you guys how, I make it. I prepped everything because I don't want this video to be too long. I want it to be short and easy so you guys can learn from it. And so here are the ingredients. Well, some of the things that I have just here. And right now we have some broccoli, we have some shrimp that I seasoned up. I didn't get this on camera, but I just use like regular salt, some homemade seasoning, whatever seasoning you have in the cabinet that you can put in the shrimps. And also I have some chicken strips along with this is something in the Caribbean what we call shadabeni. I forgot another name for it, but it's called shadabeni. You could also look this up online and type in shadabeni the Trini way or something like that. This is also scallion, some onions, and this is also cilantro. Over here we have some sliced up sweet peppers. This is the red bell pepper, and this is what we're going to be using. So what I have now is a pot behind the first one, and what I'm going to do is let that come to a boil. But as far as letting it come to a boil, what I'm going to do is add some oil so that the fettuccine do not stick together. So we have a a nice base of the fettuccine, and after we're going to add some salt so we don't have to add too much salt to our pasta or whatever. And you're just gonna add a little bit, but not, you don't want to add too much, trying to stay away from the salt, but very little salt is good. And what we're gonna do is have that come up to a boil, and then we're gonna add the fettuccine. So sadly I got this off camera. What I wanted to tell you guys, the pot was heated up a little bit, and I added some oil to the pot. I didn't add too much, I add very little, so don't overpower it. I'm sorry. The scallion, if you guys can see, sorry. We're gonna add the onion, and we're gonna add the shadabeni I was telling you guys about, and also the cilantro to the pot. And now that we added our herbs and stuff to the pot, what we're going to do, what I want you guys to do is lower the stove down just a little bit and put it on low, because you don't want your herbs to burn. And we're going to get all that herbs in the broccoli so that broccoli can get a nice rich flavor. Remember, you guys, we don't want the pot on high. We want this to be low. That's for right now. Our red bell pepper. This is what we're gonna add right now. That was so awkward what I just did with my hand. See how pretty that looks? Hope you guys can see. Looks very pretty. Remember, you guys, we still want this on low because we don't want this to burn our vegetables. While this is cooking, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grill the shrimps, and then we're gonna add it into our pan. So now that we have this just sitting here, what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of oil and stir this up because I don't want the vegetables to burn. I still want it to be a little wet and have some moisture to it. So you're going to add a little bit of oil. Stir that in. So sorry you guys can't see the pot as well, but this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna use the classic Alfredo, and you're just gonna pour this whole thing in here, the whole thing, and you're gonna lower your stove because you don't want too much. You don't want this thing to just burn all the way down because you want your sauce. You need it. You need your sauce. Sorry if you guys can't see. And you're gonna take the second sauce and pour it in there again. You wanna make sure you get all the sauce. You're gonna use some of the Parmesan cheese and you're just gonna pour some of that in there. I like a lot, so I'm gonna use a lot of the Parmesan cheese and I'm gonna put it on there when I'm about to eat. Just saying. My stuff is quite new, so I had to open this. I don't want to pour too much, but I want to pour at least like half the bottle because I really want this to be creamy. And with this sauce, with this cheese and this sauce, oh my god, you're gonna be in heaven. You're going to be in heaven. Like, Parmesan cheese, so I'm gonna add some more. And what else I want you guys to add is some white sugar. Just a little bit. You don't need too much. And you're just gonna stir that in. So now this is starting to come to a boil. What you want to do is you just want to stir, because you don't want this to start popping up in the air and you're just like, why is the kitchen so dirty? I'm just gonna keep stirring and stirring. So now that our fettuccine is already cooked, you don't want this to be too dry, but I drained it a little bit, so I'm just gonna pour this in here, and I'm gonna pour the sauce.